Very good morning to our Plant Design Project Supervisor, Dr. Hilmi Noor. My name is Chelsea Anna from Group 2. Today, my group and I will be presenting about waste treatment for production of green diesel from crude palm oil. The first chapter will be the introduction.
The rapid development in the number of oil and gas production plants in Malaysia may be linked to the environmental challenges such as global warming and aquatic pollution. This plant design project proposes a wastewater treatment plant design to treat the waste produced by the green diesel refining industry while recovering hydrogen released from the separators in order to reduce the waste output.
In this second chapter, we'll discuss about the literature review.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Shafika Shaza and I will be presenting for this part. First and foremost, environmental ethics can be defined as a philosophical study that investigates on the relationship of human beings and the environment. It is believed that humans are a part of the society as well as other living creatures, which includes plants and animals. While engineering ethics can be defined as a study of related questions about moral conduct, character and relationship of people and organizations involved in technological development. In our green diesel production plant, the solid waste is generated by the use of a catalyst in a plug-for reactor in which nickel, molybdenum and aluminum oxide are the catalysts involved in the process. The primary function of the catalyst used in the hydrotreating process is to lower the temperature and pressure in order to break the molecules. Next, liquid phase waste, which consists of wastewater from the cooling water used to cool the heat exchanger. And lastly, the gas phase waste, which can be detected from the green diesel plant, are mainly consist of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and water vapor. The gases produced from the processes have proved to be the main substances that contributed to greenhouse effects that have far-ranging environmental and health effects if not captured or treated properly.
With regards to this project, the main waste products and emissions that are focused on are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, water, and solid waste of used catalysts. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are categorized as greenhouse gases, which means gases that contribute to ensuring Earth is warm by absorbing the incoming infrared radiation. However, uncontrolled amount of these gases causes global warming and many other environmental issues. Carbon dioxide is capable of staying in the atmosphere for a period of 300 to 1000 years. Without proper treatment, carbon dioxide causes global warming and encapsulates overall weather patterns and climate of entire planet. Carbon monoxide is the byproduct of incomplete combustion, which is hazardous to the human body due to its ability to deprive human body of oxygen by binding itself to hemoglobin. Carbon monoxide is capable of reacting with other air pollutants and create the possibility of harmful ground-level ozone to be formed. The used catalysts are thrown away as solid trash, and this metal has the potential to seep into the environment and contaminate it. In addition to forming leachates, waste hydroprocessing catalysts can release harmful gases such as hydrogen cyanide gas when it comes in contact with the water. Wastewater treatment is not only an environmental pressing subject, but it also poses plenty of ethical issues regarding the manner in which waste is treated.
Hello, my name is Sharvindran, and for question 2, why is it ethically and environmentally essential to move and curb those waste during green diesel production? This service which is waste management, may save a company a lot of money while ensuring that the environment is not affected. Waste management is a crucial part of any manufacturing industry, and it is required by law to effectively manage and dispose all of trash. Moreover, when waste is disposed of or recycled in a safe, ethical, and responsible way, it helps to mitigate the environment's negative effect. However, waste management is a very complicated sector, as there are a lot of businesses eager to profit from it, so they find shortcuts in managing their waste, and the shortcuts may cause detrimental effect to the environment. Specifically in our industry, which is the green diesel production industry, it produces sludge that are rich in FAMs. FAM is an acronym for fatty acid methyl ester. The sludge are rich in palmitic acid, palmitoleic acid, stearic acid, and also oleic acid. FAMs, when leached into nearby water bodies when waste management is not done properly, can cause microbial population to build up within sewage, also nearby water bodies. This can cause eutrophication in nearby water bodies, which can be detrimental to the environment. Furthermore, the main process is for the green diesel is hydrotreating process. This hydrotreating hydrotreating process is made out of three primary reactions, which is hydrodeoxygenation, which is also known as H2O, decarbonylation DCO, and also decarboxylation, which is DCO2, which removes oxygen, carbon monoxide, and also water, as well as carbon dioxide from the feed. So if proper waste management is not taken and these gases are released directly into the environment, this can cause a lot of detrimental effect to the environment, also to health. That will be all for question 2. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Ikwan. I will be presenting question number 3, which is how can we improve the current ethical and environmental related to waste treatment. The first recommendation that may be implemented to improve the current waste treatment facility adapted in the plant is by ameliorating the wastewater treatment equipment currently operating in the plant. This is due to the fact that there are many older waste treatment equipment requires frequent maintenance since the water quality standards regulated by the authority and policymakers becoming stricter as years goes by. It is better to utilize newer pumps that may be operated over a wide range of flows and more efficient. By upgrading the pumps, it may contribute to the longevity of the waste treatment facilities operation and reduce the utility costs, which subsequently led to lower operational costs. In addition, the efficiency of the waste treatment facilities may also be improved by optimizing aeration system adopted in the facility. In an effort to optimize aeration, the blowers may be upgraded with variable frequency drives or implementing dissolved oxygen, which is DO control systems, which is aiming to reduce the utility costs attributed to the blowers used in the aeration system. Furthermore, the sludge management in the waste treatment facility should be improved in order to enhance the environmental aspect of the facility. The axiom of the improvement is advantageous since the process alone attributed to approximately 20% of energy usage in waste treatment facilities. There are vast viable options that may be instilled in the facility, such as reducing transported water and solids by utilizing electricity produced from biogas or supercritical oxidation of sludge. And next, with the aim of achieving stable and efficient treatment procedures, it is appropriate to adopt sophisticated technologies or equipments that are more fitting to complex instrumentation and process control systems. For instance, the treatment facility may implement a system of software and hardware elements such as supervisory control and data acquisition, or SCADA, which functions to provide real-time data regarding treatment processes occurring in the facility. It is unequivocal that the implementation of this technology manages to improve interoperability, reduce maintenance burden, and also reduce the operational costs simultaneously. Last but not least, the ethical outlooks on how to improve the waste treatment may be approached by understanding the principles and philosophy behind anthropocentrism, biocentrism, and ecocentrism. Anthropocentrism mainly focuses on human point of view. In other words, the principle only refers to the point of view that humans are the only or primary holders of moral standing. The second principle, which is biocentrism, is an ethical point of view that values the whole of nature, whether restricted to the living things. It is an understanding of how the earth works due to the fact that it is related to biosphere and biodiversity. This principle is in contrast with the first principle, since anthropocentrism is mainly focused on human-centered views. The third principle, ecocentrism, is defined as philosophy of perspective that places intrinsic value on all living organisms and their natural environment regardless of their perceived usefulness or importance to human beings.
When would the appropriate actions address this ethical and environmental be taken? Firstly, this can begin with developing of written ethical workplace behavior guideline A true ethics and compliance program should be designed to handle the ethical challenge. For example, disobedient co-workers, unapproved treatment schedule adjustments, and altering chemical utilized due to price fluctuation. Secondly, hydrotreating process produces spent catalyst containing metal, which is nickel, in manufacturing production plant. Improper handling and disposal of spent catalyst may cause environmental issue. Therefore, it is important to have scheduled catalyst recycling process. Recycling spent catalyst is an environmental friendly and cost-effective. Thirdly, during the planning phase, the technical project team should have a thorough understanding of equipment development. When the present technology has become outdated, it is important to reassess whether the technology or equipment is still up to date, efficient, and safe. The first draft of project plan design, the excess hydrogen gas did not have proper venting, and therefore, a flare is attached to the green diesel industrial plant to prevent the risk of explosions. Lastly, there is no clear schedule for updating existing rules or establishing new laws and regulations. These actions to address ethical and environmental issues are part of a continuous improvement process that includes resolving ethical and environmental issues.
Moving on for question 5, there are several appropriate mitigation measures to address the ethical and environmental issues discussed above. To combat these challenges, this chapter details the scope or location of the proposed mitigation measures. Wastewater from heat exchanger, which is the cooling water, if not treated properly prior to discharge, it will contaminate the freshwater catchment area due to fouling caused by chemical fouling, biological fouling, and so on, all of which may contain toxic compounds and heavy metals. The most effective course of action to address this environmental concern is to enhance the wastewater treatment. Membrane bioreactor technology is a relatively new method of wastewater treatment that is preferable to the conventional activated sludge process. MBR technology enhances effluent quality and create less sludge. Next, wastewater treatment operations can be automated to solve environmental concerns caused by inadequate wastewater discharge from the plant. To maintain the stability and dependability of chemical and biological treatment processes, advanced technologies involving complex instrumentation and process control systems can be installed to facilitate the plant's operations. Online analytical instruments, programmable logic controllers, supervisory control, and data acquisition systems are all examples of process control software that can be used in the system. Other than that, hydrotreating processes produce a large amount of waste catalysts including nickel and molybdenum in green diesel production plants. Improper management and disposal of used catalysts can have a negative impact on the environment. As a result, recycling used catalysts by de-oiling, drying, and sieving are all the alternatives that can be used. Last but not least, the application of the actions on green diesel production plant. As the plant is located in Pasir Gudang, Johor, the prescribed premise under DOE that may treat and dispose of the solid and liquid wastes from the green diesel manufacturing plant is Quality Alam Sdn Bhd, which can manage both scheduled waste types.
Moving on to the last chapter, which is the conclusion.
To sum it up, waste may be identified as substances that should be disposed after its primary uses due to the reason that waste have no uses or benefits thereafter. For instance, with regard to this particular project, the waste produced from the proposed plant may be categorized into solid, liquid, and mainly gas. Therefore, it is inevitable that the waste management is one of the vital departments for any industrial sector due to the fact that it is required by law to effectively manage and dispose of all waste regardless of its types of hazard. For instance, for any manufacturer that practices safe, ethical, and responsible waste management, it is crucial in reducing actions that are detrimental towards the environment and subsequently reducing the negative effects of waste exposed to the environment. In contrast, if wastes are not managed in a proper manner, it is possible to pollute the air and land if you do not follow the proper waste management procedures. This may have a negative impact on people's health and cause respiratory difficulties. Animals and plants can be harmed by toxic pollutants that seep into the water and soil. And last but not least, it is also important to consider the possibility of ethical issues and integrity misbehavior that may arise in wastewater treatment plants. And that's all from us. Thank you.
We've come to the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.